Look, I think the main thing that you want on your wedding day is just to be relaxed, and having a professional really does give you peace of mind. People who do weddings all the time work in the industry. We do them every week. So we're able to adapt to changing situations. Things happen that you don't expect, but that's not for you to worry about, that's for us to worry about. That's why you do hire professionals. From the DJ point of view, things like being able to read the crowd, liaising with the venue, helping out your MC if you do have one. Sometimes things don't run on time or the venue wants to do things differently, so it's really about adapting to those situations and just making sure, that it does run all smoothly and that you're enjoying your day. Well, you've got four main options. You could have no music, which is not one I'd recommend. You could have an iPod or a playlist set up. You could have some live music, a band, string quartet, jazz trio, something like that, or you could have a DJ. It's quite popular these days for people to have a playlist or an iPod. I really don't recommend this option. You need to be able to adapt with the music on the night and change things up. Also, it's really important to have a professional sound system and someone who's dedicated to operating it. If there's speech happening and someone's talking too softly or the microphone needs to be moved closer or something like that. Also, with regard to the dance floor, changing songs up to go with the crowd and to read the crowd, I think that's really important. A band is also a great option, but the problem associated with that is the size of the venue. A lot of venues aren't big enough to accommodate the size of a band. The final option is to have a DJ, and the preferred option I would suggest. We can adapt on the night. We do liaise with the venue manager and the videographer and the photographer, and just making sure everything does run smoothly. Also with the music, we can read the crowd and adapt on the night, change the songs up and take requests and all that sort of thing. Probably the most common one is what I mentioned earlier about iPods replacing DJs. You do need to have someone there on the night to be able to adapt to the changing situation that's happening, mixing up songs, all that sort of thing. And also, people don't generally value a DJ as much as they should. Of your reception, half of the night is the dinner and speeches, the other half is the dancing and party, and that's what your guests go home remembering. So it's a really important decision to try and book someone early and really think about what you want there, because it is a really important part of the night. And another one is that the DJ is just there to play music on the night. We really do a lot more than that. The main thing being liaising with the venue, the photographer, the videographer, as I did mention earlier. Just making sure the night runs smoothly. Often you have a plan and certain timelines that you're trying to stick to, but it doesn't always work, and quite often it doesn't run to that, but we do make sure that it runs as closely as we can, and if we do need to change things to make it run smoother so that you can get on the dance floor sooner, we certainly do that. Keeping things running on time will actually save you money in the end, because if you do have your bridal waltz happening at a certain time, often videographers and photographers will leave at a certain time, and we make sure that that happens so that you do get those shots and you don't have to pay them extra to stay longer. I think the most important thing is to meet your DJ before booking them. So look at the bridal forums online, see what other people say. You can Google the name of the DJ or the company to try and find out a little bit more impartial information. But really, you must meet them beforehand, because there are a lot of inexperienced people out there, people doing it just for a bit of extra money on the side, and it is the most important day of your life, so you want to make sure that you're in the hands of someone who's more than capable to handle that. And the other thing is that a lot of packages, they do sound similar. You have, your DJ, your sound system, your lights, MC service, all that sort of thing, but there are big variations in price. So I think if you do meet that person, that can really show you the difference, and quality of equipment and backup options if the DJ is sick. That's a very important one. Also, if for some reason a piece of equipment did fail, what does happen in the event of that situation? Now with the music, a lot of people think they have to come up with a big list of music. You don't have to do that. There's a couple of important songs like the entrance and your bridal waltz, but other than that, the DJ should be able to run with things on the night. If you are particular about your music, then you can choose that, and we do encourage that as well, but don't feel that you do have to come up with a massive list of music. Another thing that I think is really important is a don't play list. I think there's nothing worse than a bride walking off the dance floor because she hears a song that she doesn't like. It may be a song that's associated with an ex or just a bad memory or something like that. And I think that is really important to think about that, because the last thing we want to do is to play something that you're not going to like. I had a client a couple of years ago who said she liked the Jackson 5 but not Michael Jackson. So that was really helpful for me to know on the night, because I made sure that I steered clear away from that.